are just tuning into our game here, we have University of Manitoba against McMaster. Currently, there is a call on the field regarding a completed pass or not. Today, we have Carmen Lee Chachanov here along with
Braden Robinson.
Here we go. Apologies for missing the first stream. The elements are challenging today. We went without the tarp. Hopefully it stays dry. Things will be okay here. Winds are again a factor in this tournament. Winds gusting up to 47 kilometers an hour. It'll be a difficult situation for completing of these frisbee passes here. Looks like there's a turnover from McMaster in the end zone. Gagnon here with University of Manitoba picking up to start off the offense here. Wind taking that one here. This is, again, University of Manitoba in gold, McMaster in the maroon here. This is a budding rivalry between the two teams. Last year, both these teams faced off twice, once in the qualifying day and in the quarterfinals. McMaster coming victorious in the quarterfinals last year with the upset, with the beating of the #1 seed there in the underdog in the playoffs here. We'll see what this year brings. We have McMaster here knocking on the doorstep, trying to cash in the first point of the game. Looks like there's a call to debate whether or not the pass was completed or not.
And as we start our live stream here, we'd like to have a land acknowledgement. So we acknowledge that we're on land that has been inhabited by the indigenous people for thousands of years. The CUUCs are being played on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Huron-Wendat. Apologies if I mispronounce this. Haudenosaunee, Ojibwe, Chippewa peoples. The land is home to the Métis, and most recently the territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, who are the direct descendants of Mississaugas of the Credit. We also acknowledge that Brampton resides within Treaty 19. Today, this meeting place is still home to many indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have this opportunity to play some ultimate on this land.
Great catch there, 42 McMaster maintaining possession here. Number 5 on McMaster. Unfortunately, with the wind, just pushing the frisbee out of bounds there. Right, with that corner, Cup just stopping that upfield pass. McMaster knocking on the doorstep again. Wind seems to be trapping the frisbee right in that corner here early in this game. Up the line cut. And a score by number 10, Safina Shajani, one of the captains of McMaster.
Excellent cut up there. Some ultimate players might say it's a scoop. Made the defender think that she was going backfield, but nope, turned the other way and went for the score there. So McMaster up 1-0 after that long opening point. But here we go, score on the board.
Games are 80 minutes in length. Halftime will be at the 40-minute mark, or whoever is first to 8 first. Observers here, we have Rob on the close sideline, and we have Sandra on the far sideline here, both in green. For those who are just tuning in, again, U of M in the yellow gold here, and McMaster in the maroon. Would also take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, VC. Be sure to check out their merch tent if you need some swag. They have been outfitting Ultimate players since 1998. And with the game of Frisbee, gotta thank our Discraft sponsors. Game is not possible without you, and they were launched in 1978. And as well, thank you for the city of Brampton for hosting our events here. fun fact, 9th largest city in Canada.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Me either.
And I'm from the GTA. You think that's something that I should know?
U of M here, ready for the poll. Millie Wright with the frisbee, swinging it. McFadden with the frisbee in the middle. Wright and McFadden working the zone right now. Seems to be a 4-person cup here, putting a lot of pressure on the handlers. Great through pass by Wright. Freeling with the frisbee. Dump swing pass to Wright. Freeling surveying her options. Crash by McFadden. There's been a travel called.
For those that are just tuning in, might not know what a travel call is, travel is. So similar to basketball where you have a pivot foot, you cannot move that pivot. You gotta keep it still while you're throwing.
McMaster zone defense here, effectively pushing the offense further back. Let's see if U of M here can crack the zone. Right, directing traffic. McFadden frisbee in the middle, looking for options. Dick trying to crash into the cup, trying to provide an option here. Freeling with a pass, ricocheting off the cup and unfortunately into the face of 53 on McMaster. We hope Hadwin there is doing okay. Turnover at the University of Manitoba end zone. 16, Jessica Gao on the captain, looking to pick up, looking for the front of the stack. Break, throw through, and a great layup grab. Second effort there by 25 on McMaster. Priscilla Ma. What a fantastic second effort there.
It's a fantastic second effort and a huge spike to capitalize that. That's another break. That's a break.
That is a break indeed.
Is that the first break?
I believe so.
Wow.
Samantha Burridge, coach of the U of M team, has called a timeout. Trying to gather the team together, settle them down. You know it's going to be windy. You know it's going to be zone. Teams try to prepare for these kind of elements early on to the season. Unfortunately, the season is very short. It's like a month and a half at most, depending on when the students are back in school. So we'll see if U of M can solve this little zone set up by McMaster here.
Yeah, this wind is no stranger to the Canadian Ultimate University Series. As we're getting pushed around up here in the booth, I think in the last couple of years we've seen similar weather. This is fall ultimate, and you know if you don't like this kind of weather, you do not enjoy Ultimate University Series. That's what we're here for. A great time.
The wind right now is an extremely aggressive crosswind from the close sideline to the further sideline. In your opinion, do you prefer playing in a crosswind or an aggressive up and down wind?
I'll have to go with upwind, downwind. I think it's just more predictable.
Yeah.
You can definitely practice outside of Ultimate. You know, you got to keep the disc low. Lots of spin going upwind. Going downwind, you have to expect it. It's going to drop. Well, with this crosswind though, it changes the game entirely. Any edge given to the frisbee, the wind's going to take it and it's going to say see ya. So you have to be really precise and keep that disc flat at all times.
Right. Would you say the crosswind gives the equal opportunity for both teams to score though if it's a it's sometimes whoever wins the flip ends up winning the game. So the crosswind might just level the playing field a little bit more here.
I agree with you on that one. That's a good point. Both teams have to deal with this absolutely aggressive crosswind.
Yes. McMaster here with the pole. Let's see if they throw on their zone again. Looks like it's going to be the 4-person zone. Right with the frisbee. Centering to Hilland. Back to right. Wong here with the frisbee. Nice grab by right. Wong here trying to signal for more assistance. Great upfield pass there by Hilland to Neeson. Neeson swinging it back to right in the middle. Wong in the middle. Over the top throw to Hilland on the sideline there. Through pass. Neeson up for another grab to maintain possession for U of M here. Wong attempting an over the top pass, but the cup was very active and knocked that straight down. McMaster here looking to huck, deciding to maintain control. 42, Cohenberg with the frisbee. Number 10, Shajani looking for end zone options here. Great defense there by Neufeld coming down with the frisbee. Unfortunate turnover. Wynn just taking that backhand out of control. Big D by Palmer there. What do you think is going through Wright's head right now? Running to the frisbee, feeling that wind. You know there's going to be a trap on you, bringing up to that dreadful corner.
Yep, that's exactly what I would be thinking. I don't want to be in this corner. I want to get out of here. I don't want to be here.
Hilland putting a sideline mark. Wong anticipating the up the line throw. Great D there by Wong. Number 10, Shajani attempting the little up the line Z cut there. Once again, frisbee in that corner. Wong, through pass. Dick Neeson again! That is the third time in this point. Maintaining possession for U of M here. Oh, unfortunate turnover here. We'll see what McMaster will do with this end zone set. Shajani setting up on the dump cut. Ji Wong helping out on the poach. And Shajani coming down with the score. 3-0 for McMaster. McMaster is seated first in the pool here. U of M is seated second. You know it's going to be a close game here today, Braden.
Yeah, and I think that's the second point scored by Shajani there. A little bit of information on Shajani. So I think she's from BC. She played Bonfire in juniors. She started playing in high school, and this is her 5th year at Mac. And you can see the veteran experience there, just taking over and securing the points for her team.
McMaster coach there, Kimberly, talking to the McMaster D-line set. Do you think they'll come down with a zone look again?
This is the perfect weather for zone, to be honest.
And they've been quite successful. It's hard to imagine them coming down with anything else.
I agree. as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yes. Hadwin there with the pull. Great pull with the wind. Rolling out of bounds from the end zone to the brick mark. Kind of the perfect pull. You gotta bring it in from the sideline here. Let's see what Stanky does here for University of Manitoba. Gobert, frisbee here, looking to swing. Freeling with the frisbee. Back to Gobert. McMaster effectively pushing University of Manitoba in the end zone, forcing them to take the backfield pass, and not much else at this point. Nikki throwing up. Emily Cho with the grab. Great option look there by Gobert to relieve some pressure in their end zone. Freeling with the swing pass. Unfortunate push down by the wind there. McMaster Hadwin starting with the frisbee on the sideline. Coming out with a vertical look. Stanky with the no around mark. Bit of traffic on the open side there. Turnover upfield. U of M will be picking up close to the end zone. McMaster once again setting up their 4-person zone. Let's see if U of M can get the frisbee downfield. Gobert with the disc. Crashed by Stenke, well covered by McMaster. Backfield pass just dropped straight to the ground here. McMaster walking up to the end zone. 16, Gao to 53. Hadwin waiting for the signal, and yes, in fact, a score. 4-0 for McMaster. Tough weather to play in.
And McMaster is looking so good in it, though. Able to go up and down the field and score. That is very impressive. Their throws are precise, they're sharp, and a lot of spin on it, allowing them to slice through that wind and make sure the receivers are, it's an easy catch for their receivers.
Sandbridge walking the U of M O-line downfield, trying to give some tips. If I was the coach right now, high stall count, you gotta punt it. Rather have a turnover 20+ yards away versus a backfield pass close to the end zone. Not pretty, but sometimes you just gotta do that. The University Series here.
I have to say, I think they might have been trying, but McMaster's been getting their hands up and even some of their faces in there to get those blocks. So McMaster's
sacrificing for the team.
This is the place to do it. This is nationals. This is the end of the season.
Looks like McMaster may have touched the frisbee there. Yes.
I'm not even sure what that means if the pulling team touches it.
That throw just out of the reach for right. Right. U of M playing person defense here. Cut coming from the back of the stack. Turnover. U of M looking to move the frisbee before letting the zone set up. through pass. Gagnon here trying to stop the roll. McMaster 10 yards into the end, out of the end zone. There with the up the line cut, followed by number 7. Nice around throw here, just out of the hands of number 5 on McMaster. U of M, person defense on this vertical stack. Cuts coming from the back. Great person defense. Cho. Oh, great catch there by number 5 on McMaster. McMaster looking at the doorstep, just out of bounds. Helen picking up the frisbee. Surveying her options here. McMaster 4-person cup. Looking to punt it long. See if Neeson comes down with this one. Unfortunately, frisbee was never in. Observer signaling such, and the frisbee will be brought in at the front of the end zone here. Palmer with the disc in the front of the end zone. Great D there by McFadden. Looking to punt it long. Cho almost coming down with the frisbee here. Thank you for getting the idea here when they get the opportunity to punt it. Get that out before the cup sets up. Cho hustling to put on a mark. Palmer with the disc, looking for the bail. Great grab there by number 42 on McMaster. McFadden letting it rip again. Oh, Hillen just out of her fingertips. Almost a friendly tap there by McMaster to complete the pass. Spectators getting into the game. Palmer with the disc. Straight up mark here by Cho. Looking to swing. Gagnon on defense. 42 open. Big backhand IO throw. Miraculously caught by number 42, Cohenberg. Great hands, great read on that disc there. Right with the frisbee. Pass to McFadden. Back to right. Nice grab by Gagnon. Continue that swing pass. Great movement by U of M here. Dick with the frisbee. Back to Hillen. Swung to right. Up to McFadden. Back to right in the middle. through the hands of McFadden, making the right call there with the frisbee touching the turf. Palmer with the disc, marked by Cho. Swing pass here, great catch by number 7. June Lee with the catch. Palmer with the up the line cut. Cho trying to take away that huck. Trying to straight up mark there. Inside shot to number 5. On McMaster. Palmer working on the dump cut, able to successfully reset. Cho once again with a straight up mark here. Forehand throw, just out of the hands of Grease. Pardon, it's Grice. McFadden with the frisbee, punting it downfield. Frisbee still rolling. Palmer jogging up to the frisbee. Timeout called. We will also take this opportunity to have a timeout. We will tune back in when the frisbee is back in play. Cho tapping the discer, big straight up mark, trying to take away any huck looks. Backhand huck by Palmer, 42 receiver downfield. .58 Grice here, unfortunate bounce off the hands. McFadden looking for the huck, great hand block by McMaster. Great effort there, putting a mark on immediately on transition. Palmer with the frisbee again. 42 seemed to be the first look, up the line cut. There by McMaster. Forehand look there, being pushed down by the wind. Hillen with the frisbee, no hesitation at all, going for the huck. Incredible catch there by Cho. Looked like 5 had position there, but she was able to run under and come down with the frisbee. Swing to Hillen. Backfield to right. McMaster quite aggressive with that cup there, not making the swing passes easy. Pretty much giving the only option as backfield right now. With that, you see some holes there between the cups. See if U of M can capitalize on those holes. Palmer picking up to the frisbee again. Palmer looking for some cuts and some options here. Lee going up the line. Palmer throwing a backhand that was almost completed. Hillen looking to huck. Cho seems to be the closest receiver. discussion there with 58. Grice. Looks like observer's opinion will be brought in.
And just for those viewers, so in ultimate there is no contact allowed. If there is contact while a receiver is trying to catch the frisbee, they may call foul. So they believe that without this contact they wouldn't be able to secure the disc. And here we have the opportunity to have some observers. So the call must have been contested. So that means the defensive player did not think it was a foul. So they went to the observer. The observer ruled that it was no foul.
Palmer with the frisbee. Looking upfield, looking for the huck. Cho trying to put a straight up marker, making it difficult. Down call at the frisbee. Hillen going to retrieve the disc to be brought up. Down call signal, if you saw, was tapping your head a few times. How many times, Brayden? Is once enough?
I think at least once.
At least once.
Maybe 3 times. You know, sometimes you just keep going until the other team notices, but again, for those viewers, so a down call, you have 10 stalls, 10 seconds with the frisbee. Once the defender counts the T of 10, they may call down, stall.
Hillen with the upfield look here. Knocked down McMaster. Palmer with the frisbee. 58. Grice there with the cut. Completion of the catch. Cohenberg throwing upfield. Back to Palmer. Backhand upfield. Incomplete. Observer throwing down the orange beam back there to communicate where the frisbee will be brought in. Right taps it in. Back to McFadden. Swinging it around. McFadden with the look. Score here is 4-0. Halftime will be at the 40-minute mark, or a score to 8.
I have to stay here. Palmer is absolutely fearless picking up this disc. Every time disc is in her hands, trying to find opportunities for her team downfield. This wind is disagreeing, but every time, no fear.
Millie trying to throw through the cup there. Almost completed there by McFadden. Great effort. Number 7 on McMaster is signaling the around pass. Opting for the back cut by 42 Cohenberg. Backhand huck downfield. McFadden here with the frisbee. Zoe Dick trying to provide an option in that. And yes, it is completed just behind the cup. changing it up. Not Palmer picking up. Forehand. Nice catch by Palmer. Able to get the frisbee to the center of the field. Working up to 28 on McMaster. Palmer looking upfield, forehand. Great grab there. Pick called by Hillen.
So unlike basketball, you're not allowed to set a pick and block a defender from making an defensive play.
Great catch there by Grice, corralling it in. D there by McFadden, looking for the backhand release. Great mark there by 42 on McMaster, stopping that. Neeson working upfield to Gagnon. Gagnon looking to punt it to Cho. 58, Grice there in perfect positioning to knock that down. Can see 16 how McMaster trying to stay warm on the sideline. It's been quite the point here. Backhand throw by McMaster on the sideline. Never in, so U of M will be taking that disc in further upfield. Let's see if U of M can cash in. Timeout called. Great call by U of M. Pretty good field positioning. Haven't had a lot of those in this game. Want to make sure they take advantage and run their end zone set to get on the board here. Thoughts so far in this game here, Braden?
This wind is definitely a factor in the play here. You could say it's the 8th player here, an unbiased 8th player, really affecting both teams. We're seeing huck opportunities still completing though, so the teams that are able to work the short game and then find a player downfield, they're having success moving it. If that's not possible, even if they don't catch it, they're giving the other team much more field to work with, and they're saying, hey, we want you to deal with the wind.
McMaster letting U of M set up their offensive set first. Hillen will be tapping and starting with the frisbee. We have Wright in the dump position here. Zoe Dick in the front of the stack. McMaster has put a defender right onto that open side, anticipating that is where the action will be. Gagnon cutting, trying to engage the poach. And Grice able to come down with the D there. Really difficult position there in the end zone. The wind is such an aggressive crosswind, just throwing the frisbee against it is quite the challenge. We'll see what McMaster does on offense here. 58 open. Tracking down that disc. Hilland to right. To McFadden. Is still in the air. Turnover. Gagnon on the mark. On you. Backhand by you. Great catch by June Lee. Defense there by Samantha McFadden. Looking to move the frisbee right away. Hilland to right. Oh, great effort by Wright. And Great body control by number 28 on McMaster here to avoid any contact and injury. Catched by McMaster, acknowledging that the foot was on the line and it is a turnover. U of M working up quickly upfield here. Dick to Gagnon on the sideline. Gagnon back to right. McFadden back to right. Over the top throw to Gagnon, knocked down by 58. Grides. Just in the perfect position there. Angela Yu with the frisbee. Cut up the field there. Great grab by Palmert. And that is a score. Marathon point here. Score is now 5-0.
Palmert all over the field that one. Picking up the disc, securing the score for the point. Absolutely veteran plays out here. Oh, some fun info about Palmert. So this last summer she captained Crux. This is her 5th year as well on MAC. Veteran making veteran plays.
It is now halftime. We will also take this opportunity to take a break, and we will come back when the frisbee is in play. And we are back on. U of M Freeling with the frisbee. Carol Jean Wong with the frisbee in the middle here. Looking for a reset. Over the top throw to Freeling.
Ouch.
Wind pushing that down there. McMaster working the field up to number 48. McDonald. Looking for options here. 16 with the dump cut. D there by Tien Lee. Carol G. Wong with the frisbee here on the sideline. Looking to punt it. Backhand, completed pass to Tien Lee on the sideline. Back to Carol Jean Wong. Gobert in the middle. Just out of the hands of Bannister. Gow here looking to set up the offense. Signaling, wanting the back of the stack to come under. Backhand throw to 26. McMaster. Gow with the disc. there. Unfortunately, the wind having other ideas. Straight up mark here by Tian Lee on 53. Big huck here forehand. Coming down with it, number 48, Abby McDonald, looking to the end zone here to number 25. Just out of reach for Priscilla Ma. Wong here with the frisbee. Looking to punt. Forehand release coming off Emily Cho. Hustling. Unfortunately, the disc is out of bounds. Emily Cho here putting on a mark. A round throw to Gao. Great second effort by Abby McDonald here. Able to maintain possession. Back to Gao. 53, Amanda Hadwin. Throwing upfield. Back to Hadwin. Looking into the end zone here. Hadwin signaling to Gao that she needs some help. Through the cup, knocked down by Freeling. Carroll. Jean Wong here with the frisbee. Backhand release to Bannister. Whoa, great second catch there by Carroll. Tipped by the cup here. Let's see who comes down with it. McMaster. Lots of back and forth action here.
Spectators chasing the frisbee down. Thank you for that. It's one way to stay warm.
Gobert with a disc, looking to move that frisbee quickly. Trying to not let the zone pick up. Ji Wong looking for that forehand pass. Caught by Freeling to Lee. Lee to Emily Cho. Back to Gobert. To Freeling. To Jean Wong. Up to Neufeld. Some great disc movements here by U of M right now. Tian Lee into the end zone for Emily Cho. That deserves a nice big hug for celebration there.
Wow.
U of M rushing the field to celebrate that.
Excellent movement by U of M. Seems like they figured out the zone. They are slicing through it, finding the holes, even having some deep opportunities. Clearly, the strategies are working out.
We'll see if U of M decides to come down with the zone themselves as they prepare to pull the McMaster here.
That must be a boost of energy for U of M. Getting on the board, they must be feeling good. Let's see if they can turn this game around. There's still some time left, and as long as there's time on the clock, you never know what can happen.
Stanke here, ready for the big pull. Palmer with the disc. Up to Shijani. Back to Palmer. Back to Shijani. U of M here with a 4-person cup. Crashing in, number 10, Shijani. Backfield to Palmer. Shijani looking to center. On the sideline to Palmer. Backhand huck there. Turned away by number 14 on U of M. Checking her hand, making sure it's still intact.
That looked like it hurt. Sounded like it hurt.
Making the sacrifice. You know those hands are cold today. Suzuki here, 25 on U of M. Number 14 out to Stanke, making the knee slide mama catch there. Right with the frisbee, up to Neeson. Great defense there by number 5 on McMaster. Palmer with the disc here, staring into a 3-person zone. Shijani crashing in for the reset. Palmer doing the same back, returning the favor. Shijani coming in, taken away, looking for options here. Turnover on that sideline. Right with the disc. Back to Stanke. Unfortunate bobble drop there. Palmer with the disc, looking to the end zone for McMaster. Swinging to the middle. Almost catch there by Shijani, just out of her fingertips. Right with the disc. Great through the cup pass there to Fradkov. Fradkov back to Stanke. Backfield to right, getting that frisbee around to Suzuki. Suzuki up the field pass. Wind just took that away. Fradkov here with the mark on Palmer. Up the line cut by Shijani. Cochran, great heads up defense there to recognize the up the line cut, helping out. Oh, a few bobbles there. And just out of the possession there from right. Palmer setting up the end zone here. Looking from the action in front of the stack here. Great cut by number 42 and a great catch by Kauenberg. Score here 6-1. Wind has been relentless. Both teams working very hard trying to swing that frisbee around. Can be quite tiring for handlers and cutters here too, right?
Absolutely. As the downfield cutter, you're just cutting to, you don't know if you're going to get that throw, and you have to come all the way back under to help your handlers out. If you stay deep, you're just making it harder. As handlers, you're working hard to reset the disc, go up line, reset the disc, go up line. It's a lot of running when the wind is a factor. And
it does look like halftime is currently taking place. We will also take a little break and we'll check back in when the disc is in. Welcome back here. We have University of Manitoba in yellow here. Carol G. Wong ready to set the pole to McMaster here at half, just coming out of half. This is the last game of pool play. We have McMaster, who was seeded first, against U of M, who was seeded second here. Wong with a big pole, landing just out of bounds. McMaster discussing who is going to pick up. Looks like Gao will be the lucky one here. Can anticipate some zone look by U of M. Cup here by U of M. Back to Hadwin. Trying to avoid that sideline. Gao with that break side throw here. Back to the middle to Hadwin. Upfield. Great D there by Cochran to tip that away. Wong, forehand huck downfield. Gagnon trying to chase that down. Just out of reach. Hadwin picking up the frisbee against a three-person cup here. Forehand huck. Emily Cho was ready for the frisbee. Observer putting down the orange beanbag, signaling that it was never in. So Carol G. Wong here will look to punch it in for U of M. 5 yards away from the end zone. We have Emily Cho in the front of the stack cutting. Great defense there. Throw goes up. Gobert unable to corral that in. Gao, one of the main handlers for McMaster, going back to retrieve the frisbee. Gagnon tapping the disc in. Nice backhand break there to center the frisbee there by Gao. Turnover. Carol G. Wong here directing traffic. Up to Emily Cho. Great grab. And it is in fact a score confirmed by the observers here. Score now 6-2. Not to be biased here, but it'd be nice to have a bit of a comeback here.
Oh, I would love to see a comeback. And I think that it's actually a break. I believe
yes.
U of M just started on defense.
If there's one way to get that momentum swing after half, that's one way to do it. See if they can push forward with this. McMaster jogging to the line, eager to start the next point.
That a lot, and you know, I just don't get it. There's only one end.
Millie with the pull here. Stopped by Shijani to Palmer. Shijani looking to throw through the cup. Upfield to Palmer. McMaster handlers here working upfield. Between the to right. Back to Bannister here. Great through pass there to Neeson. Up to Lee. Palmer with the disc. Right, pointing downfield. Great backhand through pass there. Neeson to Dick. Dick back to right. Up to Lee. Lee with that backhand pass that was knocked down by Shijani. McMaster not wasting any time. Putting that backhand pass downfield. Hillen retrieving the disc to the orange beanbag on the sideline there. Hillen to right inside the cup. Back to Hillen. Working their way through, see if Neeson comes down with this, and yes she does. Emily Cho, open downfield. McMaster transitioning to a person defense here right now, close to the red zone. Millie right. Great defense there by number 56 on McMaster. Angela Yu. Palmer up to McMullen. McMullen to Shijani. Back to Palmer. Three-person zone look here. Looks like once they get to that sideline, there are 4 people in the cup here now. Trying to get that pressure when the disc is on the sideline. Shijani up to Palmer. Lee there with the D. Shijani calling a foul. Let's see where the discussion takes. Observers having a little meeting to discuss what they saw in preparation.
One thing you really love to see here is the spirit of the game. We have these 2 players just talking about the call. There's no arguing, no frustration, just discussing both sides, and we were able to come to a conclusion here.
Palmer with the disc. Big backhand rip there. Emily Cho for the D, but coming down with that catch is McMullen. Backhand throw into the end zone. Incredible layout catch there by Palmer. A very difficult catch there with the wind pushing that frisbee straight down to the ground. Great display of athleticism there.
Palmer said, no problem. I'll lay out. Did a little side roll, a little barrel roll maybe. That's another point for McMaster.
Game does go into the 80-minute mark. So, doing some quick math there, and with the help of Ben, that is 5 minutes left in the game. Score 7-2. Let's see if U of M here can come down with a nice offensive point.
This McMaster team is really, the offense is moving very well with Palmer and Shijani. The disc is just going between the 2. They're making grabs. They're catching scores. U of M That's probably the biggest problem right here, those two players.
U of M handlers here being met by this 4-person cup. Right with the disc. Trying to have a lateral pass. Great diving catch there by Zoe Dick. Backfield pass to right. Looking for options. Dick upfield to Hillen. Great release there. Got some receivers downfield. Cho unable to come down with it. And she is a little upset of herself for that one. Gao with a disc. Backhand break to 48 there. McDonald. Up to 25. Bobbling out of the hands there from Ma there. Right, forehand huck to Gagnon. Unfortunate, the long game there is kind of the name of the game for some field position there. And there were some wide receivers right open from U of M, just unable to connect on those long throws. Seems to be no difference here. McMaster has had some long throws, those seem to be connecting a little bit more here, eh?
I agree with you on that one. And there's another one. Oh yeah, this wind is destroying the field. We see cones flying everywhere. It's taking the disc. In previous games, it even took it to the other field.
I'm sure we've actually both had to widen our stance a little bit to make sure we don't get carried by the wind here as well. Right at the cone. McMaster just clogging up the open side, but Neeson able to find that spot and connecting there for a score. 3-7.
U of M looking much more confident in this wind. They're finding their receivers, putting it straight into their body, and it makes it an easier catch for them. Zipping it in there, lots of spin, definitely helps in this wind. A lot of these long throws, they may not connect because they just float in the air, and the wind likes that. The wind wants to take it for a ride. The wind wants to say see ya. But those sharp, zippy throws, much harder for the wind to get a hold of it.
McMaster preparing for the pull here. We have McMullen, Shijani. The usual Palmer is not on the line for this offensive set. Giving her a little break perhaps. Braden is just showing us the perfect squat form here as the gust of the wind is pushing us forward. And that is the horn here signaling that this will be in fact the last point of the game. Wong here with a pull. Big pull upfield here. Getting to the brick line. Picking up to the sideline here. U of M trying to keep the disc on the sideline, trapping it there. Shijani coming in for the crash. Thrown is upfield. Just unable to connect there. Wong with the disc, met by a 4-person cup. Straight up mark there by McMaster, trying to limit the huck and long throw options. Bit of a rabbit and wall. Great backhand throw there, just unable to corral it was Lee. McMaster with the disc there on the sideline, calling double team, signaling U of M to open up that cup. Unfortunate bounce off the hands here on number 7, June Lee. trying to ride the dump option here. Big forehand throw here. Everybody in. Coming down with it is Tian Lee. Height does not matter on that. Completion there. Upfield to Emily Cho. Great play there by U of M. Great grab there by Tian Lee. Score is 7-4, and that is the end of the game. Thank you for tuning in. Myself here, Carmen.
And myself, Braden.
We will be back shortly to cover an open game of UBC versus
UDEM.
U of M.